spirits review. Today we're hitting the advent calendar yet again, and it's the adventure beer calendars time this time. So we're looking for number 6. Oh, it's there, same place as the other calendar. 5 interesting beers so far, or 4 beers, 1 lager so far. The lager was a little bit on the quirky side, but hey, you know, variety is the spice of life. So let's see what is behind the door on number 6. Or should we say, let's try. So we have a can. I get the door open. Oh dear, oh dear, no, I can't get the door open. Oh, for God's sakes. Right. Oh dear. So, Lenton Lane Brewery, and it's their Inception, and it's a DDH double dry hopped session IPA, 4.5%. Never had this one before, so interesting. An eminently drinkable double dry hopped session IPA with citrus notes. Right, let's get it open. See if I can actually pour it out without spilling any. So Sunday afternoon, most people are probably abbreviated now, had their Sunday dinners and gone to sleep. So it's nice to get on here and do a quick review without nobody watching it really, even though it is live. Slightly hazy, I'd say golden to amber pour, whitehead. Citrus notes on the aroma, but more subtle. Ooh, quite a nice citrusy taste. Ooh, and it gets slightly more intense the more you drink it. So yeah, I'm sure this is a new one from Lenton Lane Brewery. I don't remember hearing of it before. And I've got all these fellas, all the ones, especially the adventure beer ones, all the local breweries on my feed, just so I know what's coming out. So because I'm a bit nosy. Yeah, so a hazy pour. Oh, nice bit of a twang to it. Obviously it's citrus beer. Sessionable IPA, 4.5%. Now Lenton Lane Brewery do some nice beers. When you look on their website, there are some truly lovely beers on their website. Collaborations with other breweries. Castle Chock, which is a collaboration with the Castle Rock Brewery, and damn nice as well. I've already reviewed that one, went down well. They also make 200 Not Out, which is the champion beer of Nottinghamshire for this year, and it's a nice beer as well. Oh, for a sessionable beer, it's got some good intense flavour into it. Definitely know you're drinking it. It's not a quick woof down your neck and be done with. Oh, challenging, good strong flavour. And I've noticed with a lot of the Nottinghamshire breweries at the moment that they're churning out beer after beer. And where you see a lot of, if you look at some of the big names in brewing, Shepherd Neame, Marston's, Fuller's, they don't really produce a lot of new beers. It's pretty much the same standard stuff year in, year out, really. I mean, I know Witchwood did bring a couple of newbies out this year, and sadly retired, it seems, a couple of the ones that have been around for a long time. But when you look at some of these local breweries, they're churning out new beers, 2 or 3 a month. And, you know, for a beer fan, I think that's a great thing to do. Because obviously, like most people, we're all big kids and we want newbies. And me especially, I always like new beers. Oh, some good taste to that. Oh, so I've just picked myself up some Christmas mead today. Enjoying that, you know, £11 for the bottle. Going to enjoy that near Christmas, although that's a bit last till Christmas. No, I mean, it probably won't. Probably have necked it beforehand. But hey, got to have hobby, haven't you? You know, can't have all this beer that I've got and not be drinking it, you know, when you want. But yeah, good sessionable beer. Interesting. Certainly one you know you're tasting. I mean, there's a lot of beers out there that you can't get any flavour from. And even if you're supposed to get flavour, you don't. But this fella, it says just what it says on the tin. And I'm happy about that. And I've got to say, these advent calendars, I mean, I've seen advent calendars at Morrison's and that, but it's all the standard stuff that you see in the supermarkets all the time. And that's all right. But with advent calendars, you want stuff that you don't drink normally, that you haven't drank before. And both the calendars I bought, they've both been exceptional for that. I mean, I've actually drank 2 of the 6 that I've reviewed for the Adventure beer. But the fact of the matter is that them 2 were absolutely amazing beers. They were top notch. Hello. I've not seen the Lidls round us have not been selling that Belgian box set. I've had it before because I've reviewed all 6 of them before, but they've not. The ones local to me have not had it in. I've tried 2 different stores and neither of them had it in, which is a bit of a pain. Lidls and Aldi do seem to be a bit hit and miss when it comes to certain offers. I mean, we've just gone into Aldi today looking for the Ballycastle white chocolate liqueur because it was so bloody lovely. My wife wolfed it down, and she's not really much of a drinker. And we've gone in and they can't get it anywhere. It's like it's come and gone. Which to me is a bit, you know, Ballycastle normally, their stuff normally lasts quite a bit longer. But obviously demand must have just outstripped supply. Which is a shame because at this time of the year, that sort of stuff would sell loads of. I do wonder with supermarkets sometimes whether their buyers just don't taste the stuff beforehand and realise that they're onto a winner. Now, it may be the thing next year, they'll do a lot more of it, but I mean, this year's been a strange old year because no pump, you know, Halloween beers, none. No Pump King from Witchwood, no Dunkelfester, and again, no Christmassy beers. It's been a strange year. I mean, they can blame it on COVID if all they want, but if they're brewing one beer, they can brew another. You know, it's not that hard. If you got the recipes, they know how to brew, and it's strange. I've been to Asda today, and it's boring. They had Bailey's on at a tenner. Well, it was on a tenner on one plinth and 12 quid on another. So I'm not sure what that was about. But yeah, nothing. The beer side of Asda is very poor. Very poor. Not much interesting stuff at all. I noticed in Aldi's there's quite a few multi-pack beers that I've not reviewed before. So after Christmas, I'm going to have to buy them and start doing some more reviews. Multi-pack reviews. Might have to drink 2 in one time just to get the full experience, as you do. So, this to me is a new beer from these fellas at Lenton Brewery. And, you know, wherever you live in the country, there's so many breweries these days, these micro breweries, that, you know, they're everywhere. And if you think about it, from a beer fan's perspective, if you can buy the equipment, set it up, warm airing, yeah, if you can set up your own little microbrewery, you could be onto something, because getting your beers out there. I mean, there's a place not far away from me, and it's a little micro pub, and they are actually brewing their own stuff as well. So really, I mean, I could do the same here, I suppose. Really, you know, with but I only ferment. I ain't got the distillery option that they've got. You know, these grain fathers and all that stuff. But it'd be amazing to brew your own beer from own brew kits and then sell it. You know, I could have a pub in the garden. This could be a little pub. No, it's a bad idea, isn't it? Hey, the toilet gets smashed to bits. Too many people going, oh dear, no, not a good idea. Wow. So, good intense flavouring from this. All very citrusy. A good nose to start off with. Yeah, I can still smell the citrus elements now, but the taste all the way through has been a good citrusy taste. A very nice citrusy beer. From a brewery that is actually the Nottingham Campion beer this year. 200 not out, that is. So out of 5 for me. Good nose, great taste all the way through. Very, you know, long lasting taste. Even now I can still taste it. Very decent. The Russian stout going very nice. Still bubbling away. It's got a good, you know, obviously, you know, with homebrew, you get like the, I don't know if they call it the water, what they call it, but the bubbly stuff on the top. And it's still really solid. And I did 2 other brews at the same time, and they pissed black shit all over my dining room. So I've had to go in there today and do a good clean up. Not what you want on a Sunday. Bubbling away like a swine though. Yeah, very interested in that. Once it gets to day 5, put the hops in, and I'm hoping that I will use the hydrometer to make sure that it's finished. But I'm hoping it's going to be matured nicely for Christmas Day, because that'll be one of my Christmas Day reviews, definitely. You know, 40 quid for the kit. I'm hoping it turns out to be amazing, and if it does turn out amazing, I may do another rebrew and add a bottle of rum to it to make a rum Russian stout with, you know, rum, and do the raisins as well, just to tweak it, you know. Because let's be fair, all homebrew kits that we brew, you can tweak them to what you want to do. All very interesting. Favourite stout. You know, there's so many, isn't there? Supermarket stouts. Oh, I don't know. We're all kids in the sweet shop when it comes to beer. True beer fans. You know, not people who just want to get pissed, because we can all get pissed whenever we want. But to enjoy a decent beer. I mean, I think Northern Monk's North Star is truly exceptional, you know, as stouts go. But Yeah, Samuel Smith, they make some nice stuff. The Wilco Stout kit is lovely. And the thing with the Wilco Stout kit that I really like is the fact that you can use it as a core kit. All them Wilco's kits are great to play with. You know, if you want more coffee in it, get some Nescafe, chuck it in. Well, get it in hot water first and add it. Yeah. And I've got a mate, and he was more experimental than I am. And from his first homebrew, he was adding stuff to all his brews. And the key with adding stuff is to do it. You have the initial fermentation, which lasts, anything from a week to 2 weeks. It depends how long it lasts. And then add your flavouring. These days, the likes of B&M sell them syrups. There's been pumpkin spice. I've still got some in my fridge, but it's out of date. There's been chocolate, hazelnut, coffee. There's been a flipping good Tate and Lyle's, the range. Massive amount of different syrups. And you imagine, you do your brew, and then you add it after it's all fermented. Then you put your sugar in for secondary fermentation. So you mix it up before you bottle it or barrel it. Then you add your sugar for secondary fermentation, and that keeps the taste at its best. You put it in at the start. By the time you get to the end of the fermentation, I learnt this lesson with strawberry. I had a stout, and I did a strawberry stout. And the only problem was, I put the strawberry syrup in at the start. By the time it got to the end of the fermentation, the initial fermentation, I'd bloody wiped out most of the strawberry taste. Whereas if I'd put it in at the end for the secondary fermentation, all this more strawberry would have been there. So these are things you learn as doing home brewing. And there's so many. I've said it a few times, but I want to get the Wilco Stout kit, Wilco's or a ginger beer kit, and do a ginger stout or a ginger IPA. Oh, one of these days I'll actually get on to do that. Keep trying. Right, better end this review before I get to that magical 20 minutes. I don't know what it is with YouTube, but you get to 20 minutes and it takes like 10 hours for the review to show, which just pisses me off. But I might do another review straight afterwards. A third review. I'm sure the wife won't mind. She's cooking dinner anyway, so I'm in the clear. Job's a good one. So yeah, a great sessionable IPA from Lenton Brewery, Nottingham's Campion beer of 2020. Not this one, 200 not out is the champion beer. Good evening. I'm just about to end this review, but I am going to start another review. Out of 5 for me, about 4.3 out of 5. A very good sessionable IPA, and with intense taste and a very good nose and long-lasting flavour. Really good. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Cheers.